And up first tonight, a story you'll see only on KHOU 11 News. A dispute between two neighboring businesses that's taken a turn for the worse in Seabrook.
It certainly has. A co-owner of a jiu-jitsu studio told police their neighbor, a doctor, has set traps around his property, and he says an 18-year-old has been injured. Police are investigating. Anieli Ruiz has the exclusive story from Seabrook tonight.
In this quiet, peaceful coastal town of Seabrook, tensions between two local businesses are rising, and the once peaceful atmosphere has been disturbed.
We called the police. They got involved.
Robert Lee is a co-owner and professor at the Cross Collar Jiu-Jitsu studio. He says issues with their next-door neighbor, a colon surgeon, has been building for years. They used to rent parking spaces from the doctor, but when that agreement ended and they didn't renew.
After that is when all the trouble started.
Well, now the studio uses the spaces here at Shipley's Donuts, but they say the problem started when the students would walk across the doctor's parking lot to get to the studio.
And started yelling at me, just kind of seeming a little bit hostile.
They claim that when someone accidentally parks on the doctor's property, things escalate fast.
The police were called. But even when they were to go retrieve their car, they either have mud all over their windshield, something behind their tire. He usually puts rocks right on top of the outside of the hood.
But it's what they say happened last weekend that crossed a line. He says an 18-year-old was injured with a nail that was hidden and placed on wood.
We found out because someone actually stepped on it. It went through his flip-flop and into his toe, and he had to go to the emergency room.
Robert said they called police and he shared these pictures of what officers found. The police report says officers investigated allegations of a business owner who placed traps outside the parking lot, and they confiscated several pieces of wood with the screws facing up.
At what point does it end?
After the incident, Robert says these signs appeared, warning against trespassing and claiming there's rusted barbed wire buried underground. Well, these allegations were reported to police, but KHOU spoke to a legal expert to understand the possible consequences depending on outcome of the investigation.
Could a person who sets up any kind of trap like this, could they potentially face criminal charges?
Yes, they could, criminal and civil charges, because it's a third-degree felony. It's extremely dangerous to tell somebody that they could set up traps for people. Somebody might be on the property for legitimate reasons, like a gas meter reader or something like that, and you have a trap set on the property. You could kill that person.
We did reach out to the doctor's office, but they said no comment at this time. Police confirmed they're investigating the situation as a potential criminal offense. But at this time, no arrests have been made. In the meantime, people here just hope the peace can be restored to the area.
Because we just want it to stop. When does it end?
In Seabrook, Anieli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.